Where do I start? Oh my goodness. Let's get it together. Welcome back, my divine panel, and angels of love and light, to do your thing, to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good, aka obviously my children's highest good. Thank you so very much. I got some lights because I needed to. It got so dark in here, and it just I I miss it. I forgot what I was gonna tell you though. Shiz. Well, it is the witching hour. On the tail end of it. Manifestation Monday, positive affirmation Monday. Mana, more mana Monday. Mana Monday. Monday. Yeah, that's what's happening. Never ceases to amaze me on the boop, the cards that come up for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, actually 3, 2, 1 countdown thumbnail. Left side High Priestess, right side the full card. Both major arcana moves. Yes, yes. But like other than that, it's that's just like an afterthought, which is like a big freaking deal. That's what I think psychics or readers usually start out with, like the physicality of things, but the meaning behind them is like so superbly awesome, on point. These header cards, this is kind of like just before you examine the intention, you gotta like just set the tone. You gotta throw out the inquiry. You gotta throw out the baseline. And so this is wonderful because, like, what do I need to know at this time for Manifestation Monday? With all these things are a little different now. I mean, this is good because I changed up a few patterns. Like, I just did some things that were like out of, I mean, within context on the domestic level. But they were different from what I have done, I don't know, in the past few months, which says a lot about what, when you do those things, Tina, that means that the universes are going to pronounce that in the macrocosm. So it's kind of scary. It's like, I don't even realize this until it's like in hindsight, like after the fact of doing that. I don't do it, like motion it. Like 90% of the time when I do things, I just do them because they need to be done and I'm inspired and motivated to do them. Not like, okay, what is the universe going to give me? What have you done for me lately? Well, obviously a lot more than I usually comprehend in my now moments, or until I get to my now moments. And so just, yeah, since I changed up those patterns, like the exterior is really let me put it this way. When we get the Knight of Swords, things are moving fast, and any supporting cards thereafter to state that, and it becomes a theme within repetition, thrown into the major arcana moves, and just you expect like rapid movement to be at a certain length with time and pace. Like, oh, it's going to be in this singular arena. Oh, like it must be in this arena. And like all we're doing really is playing freaking guessing games. Ready or not, here I come. And I think that's the baseline of it. And if we're going to look at it as like a game, you might as well do go at it with a childlike spirit. Like, okay, whatever it is, I'm down. Where are you? I can see you. That's the funniest thing, you fall for it when you're a youngin'. And when you're doing hide and go seek, you're feeling around, right? And you're just like, or not like by eyesight, obviously, if you're the one doing the countdown and searching. I'm hearing that song Searchin', gonna find you, dun, dun, dun. Anyway, yeah, like you throw out these lines like, oh, I see you, that then it if the other person believes you see them, then they're gonna come out of their place. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. I was just messing around with you. It's kind of like when you corner somebody into a lie, like, I already know this. I already know everything. And then they admit to it. You know? Like they just told on themselves. It's the same kind of mentality, just thrown into different phases of our life experiences. And so a lot of those antics, you'll see that play out. Um, similarities of strategies. And wow, oh my gosh, I went on these like freaking tangents, seriously. Like I went to go go hiking. My aim was to go to like the mountaintop, and instead, like I went so far deep into like a creek's like waterfall, like series of waterfalls. So it's fine. It's fine. We hit a scenic spot. We experienced life together. Um. Okay, so let's get back on track. Okay, I have to backtrack. Put myself back in. Searching. Hot, warm. No. I don't remember. It's okay. The angels will help me remember. My team will help me remember. We were meant to go on that path together. Buddy system in check. Okay, so High Priestess. And that's on the recipient side. That's the receptivity side, which is like just channeling like the the as above portal, like as far as like the energetic link to the beyond the veil and the cosmos and all of that. It's like it has with my practice, it has gone from like this narrow like pinhole state to like this massive like, "Roar, yes, come to me," something like that. But it's broadened. That's what they're saying. And I mean, a lot of things are shifting. It's not just this one singular thing. Holy crud. I must have gone on several tangents. Okay. Anyway, that's what's happening. High Priestess in receptivity mode, that's excellent. To utilize that for the journey on the doing side, come on. Like, you're the go-to person. Should this be like an emergency situation, like what do you call it? Like mass hysteria. You're the person that I need to talk to. Where the fuck are we going? you know, you know, it's this is good. This is good. All right. So what should I know? What do I need to know? Let's figure, or I will figure that out with my panel. Okay. So 20 here is also pointing to the major arcana, angel number 20. 20 is dude, it's karma in the as above, so no, what is it? I think it's called that. Shadow, Book of Shadows Tarot, as above portion. 20 is judgment. Also dictated in a more like confined sense, karma. And there's like eclipse, eclipse there. I think it's a solar eclipse, or it could be a lunar eclipse, but by the look of it, it looks like a solar eclipse. But if you're doing detective work, because there's two torches lit, why would you have that lit in the daytime? Unless you're Hecate. I don't know. And in the underworld. That's crazy. So yeah, so then you would think that would be night, so it'd be a lunar eclipse. Anyway, whatever the case, that's a picture of the card. It's called Karma, and there's 3 variations of females holding, like hands up like that. Like it's kind of like a show, like you're bowing like, "You're welcome. You're welcome." Instead of saying ta-da, it's more of like, instead of just being proud of your work in the very moment that it is, it's more, it's a fuller sense of pride in your work. Like, it wasn't just like what I just outputted today. It's like all the moments that led up to here. So you're welcome. I know it's the bomb ass shit. And I can say that. I can say that even though I hear other energetics in my head that say otherwise. And it's okay. You know, that goes along with the territory. I may as well give myself accolades. I may as well. So the Fool card is quite confident here. And the dog is not worried about it. Like, the dog is not trying to pull him off, you know, like, oh, you're gonna fall. No. No, both of them are free spirits. Yeah. So, all right. So what do I need to know? Okay. What do I need to know for Manifestation Monday? Mana Monday. What do I need to know? Ooh, what is that? No, it's a justice card. I was going to say something about justice because the 2 pillars right there. But then I got a little theatric and I don't know. Those shutters came on again. But, you know, like I was talking about the karma card and how important that was. So, like, this is definitely feeling like Hecate. But talking about, like, okay, if it's in the daytime, then they must be in the underworld if the 2 torches are lit. I mean, we just got through with the solar eclipse anyway, during the new moon. And so if this is if it was depicting that, then that they're in the underworld and there's justice happening in the underworld. That's good. And I know it. I know it. That's why things are kind of weird for me. Like, I can't go to other readers right now. I think I have to restart. I don't know. I went like machete style. Like, just first I was very hesitant, and now I'm down to like 2 readers that I would consider going to, 2.5 maybe. Let's think about this. It's 3 to 4. I won't go to the, like, I've tried the miscellaneous ones, but then when I see, like, I'm gonna be honest about this, okay? Let's be transparent. Who cares? Like, this is my life. I will give others a try, but then to be like, to be fair to myself, I have to be very proper in my screening process. So I'm pretty flexible when it comes to certain things, but you know, there's a lot of greedy people out there, you know? Therefore, a lot of fakers. And I tend to forget this from time to time. So rather than experience the disappointments, potential disappointments, you know, I have to guard myself a little bit more. 'Cause I don't have time to waste on certain people. Like, it has to be reciprocal. Like, I give double X amount of value, okay? So if I subscribe to you, if I, you know, if I put my feelers out to you, etc., you better fucking reciprocate. Otherwise, you know, I'm not going to be simping over bullshit, you know? That's not the primary thing that I wanted to say, but obviously I had to get that off my chest. Let's pull 1 card for that. But Divine Panel, what do you got to say about that? I don't know, dude. 9 of Cups. Happiness. My new terms, huh? I mean, these are kind of prehistoric terms, but I'm at least putting it on paper now. Energetic paper. The other thing is looking at the collabs that people choose to like intermingle energies with. And I do remember other readers that I have said bye-bye to for legitimate reasons. And so when I see the intention to collaborate with another energetic, they have not gone through a proper screening process. Either that or they're holding similar energies. You know what I mean? Like they endorse that kind of energetic. Now thinking about this, like to be absolutely fair, people could like turn the tables on me and say, hey, you give, you know, you work with certain energetics, and it's not like, that's not 100% it, okay? I don't 100% like summon certain energetics. I just know that people fucking owe me a lot, and based on what they've done. And their gift to me is a donation in a certain arena. And so I am able to accept those gifts. I'm able to receive. But that's as pretty much as far as that goes. Yeah, that's the difference. My guides wanted me to be very clear about that. Like, oh, Tina's a hypocrite, blah blah blah. No, bloop bloop bloops someplace else. That's what that is. Okay, my divine panel, what would you like to say about that? Is there anything additional that okay, okay. Page of Swords, that's 100% correct. I mean, like that's you're a learner, but like an avid learner. What also fell on my lap face up is the Five of Wands. It could be a conflict. It could be my riot crew. It could be a simulation of a mosh pit of energetics. What I'm hearing is mosh pit. I think Method Man collabed with someone I had no idea that they collabed with. Like it was kind of like not drum and bass, kind of like not even trap music. I think it was like dubstep. And I like somebody that I normally listen to. I want to say, is it Excision or I didn't realize that they did a collab together until like a few months ago. Like I don't know. Anyway, this was face down on my recipient side. So Knight of Swords, the shadow side, or the Devil in reverse. The Sun card, which that's a huge contrast right there, and Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, things move quickly. Like as I change, I also alter my environment, just by energetics alone. So how do I say this? So do you want to know what I say when I light my candles? That I feel like I'm safe enough to say it so that this is something that I made up on my own, like with my guides, and I've said it like so many times. Like it's been a while. It's been a while. And I haven't felt the need to change it because I feel like it's correct. And I don't feel like, how do I say it? In sharing it with you, I don't feel like it can be fucked with. You know what I mean? I don't think it can be tampered with. Like if I relay this to you, it's one of those things where it's kind of like it has that unfuckable with factor. Now I don't want to be naive to this. So my divine panel, what can I share? Is it okay to share? I mean, it's just Three of Pentacles in reverse. So that could be like magical, or that could be like disintegrate, like don't like break it off, like don't mingle with these, like don't be so open to divulging. I think it's that. Let me just double check. I think they're saying just don't be so open to divulging. Ace of Cups, refresher. Yep. You see how like the top part of the cup is kind of like the same. This is like the top part of the cup now. Okay. This is like this is like dissolving, like oh my tummy hurts, and so like you put in like 3 droplets of Alka-Seltzer or whatever, and it's going bzz, 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 right. But then that torch thing right there, the candle, is really what's telling me, like, you know, in the singular card alone, I didn't have to pick a, what do you call it, a clarifying card. This should have been handled, like it should have been just fine, but like my spell work is not to be meddled with by others, so don't offer it up so willingly. Like, what the people on the other side, like, I have given so much, and they're stressing this, I've given so much that with that alone, the direct return, the reciprocation is not there. So why give them any more when with something that's daily for you, even maybe multiple times per day for you, something that's sacred, like it doesn't it's, they're saying it's a no. Okay. 10 of Swords in reverse on the bottom. Okay. All right. What do I need to know for my Manifestation Monday? Knight of Pentacles in reverse, delivery. And you got the Queen of Swords on the bottom, King of Wands behind, somewhere in the middle there, and then the Five of Cups right there. Okay. So this is just a delivery. Okay, something's being delivered. Oh, okay. So this is how to deliver a big no. That I remember. That's what they said. They said you gotta get not fixated on the word no, but you have to feel comfortable with saying no. Even when you feel good about things, don't go 100% on your feelings. You're not the only one that's present here, Tina. In fact, it's not to say that the other side is present either. You know what I mean? Like, they might be physically present, but like their intention is not 100% in line. So, you know, some people spoil it for the whole party. But then you know what that means? If they spoil it for the whole party, that means that the rest that qualify to be in the know are going to be more like, is it secular? More that's how inner circles are created. You know what I mean? Sacred circles. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how to say no. Like standing within your truth and also protecting your networks. I know this is the King of Wands. Yeah. And by that, being able to say goodbye. Like 5 of Cups. That is correct. Okay, so deliver. And now, I'll put that back in the deck. Okay, what else am I being delivered? What is it? Cut through the deck, and it is reciprocation. Look at that. Look at that. So, this is good. I got tingles, like cold tingles, not chills, but cold tingles on my like kneecaps. And like my bottom half of my legs. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anything else that you want to tell me, my divine panel? What do I need to know? These three. You know, like, see all these bandages, holy smokes. I have to actually take really good care of this stuff. Like, I didn't mind having like the markings on me, but I forget. That's because it's like that. That's a different kind of skin than this kind of skin. This kind of skin is super duper duper sensitive, so it feels like, I don't know. I kind of like it though. To be truthful, but the fact that I like it doesn't justify that it's okay. Like, I know that because I like the itchy, tingling, like weird, crinkly, like sensation on my neck is isn't like 100% correct. You know what I mean? Like, that means that the skin is very, very, like, hold my feelings aside and my thoughts about it. My it's very sensitive skin, which means that it could tear again, which means that, like, it's not as strong as my other skin. You know what I mean? So I have to remember my priorities. I hear a loud, like a high pitched, it's 256, a high pitched ringing, like it was very like a pin, like very pin. It's like not like piercing, like a very fine pin, high pitch. Anyway, I like it because it's kind of like, I don't know how to, what's a similar description of how that feels. It's like, I don't know, it feels good. But I know it's not correct. So, anyway. Okay, the Queen of Swords again. 2 of Wands and the Death card. Look at that. So what do I need to know? This is basically the doorman again, the gatekeeper. This is 100% being very much aligned with the gatekeepers, which is like super duper 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 strange. Like, this is kind of weird for me because the gatekeepers that exist in, you know, in this 3D realm, they're not the primary gate, like, you know what I mean? Like, there are certain levels to this shiz. So, you know, there's like 5D gatekeepers, there's, you know, beyond the veil gatekeepers. So, and if you're looking at like beyond our 3D earthly realm, there's cosmic gatekeepers. So this is saying that because I have access to so many portals of planning, and like kind of like daily justice, looking at the wands energy, like casual closure, if we're looking at, you know, wands being like in time differences, like weeks, whether it's bi-weekly or it's just in weeks, like the justice system, in its casual sense, like the doormat, like the portals, like I have, since I have access to that, like I have access to many other, I'm in alignment with many other gatekeepers. So let's say like, you know, you win some, you lose some, that's a matter of life. But so that's what kind of like initially mind boggled me, is that maybe some gatekeepers here, let's say on this forum or any other social forum, whatever, are not giving me the exposure that I deserve, let's say. Or they don't 100% see like eye to eye with me. Like, it doesn't sweat me, it doesn't phase me, I think, is because like I know that there's sentience far greater and expansive than what we conceive to be gatekeepers down here. And honestly, if I'm supposed to like tell you what I really think about the gatekeepers that are down here, I think I I I really don't believe that they're keeping me down. I don't think it's that. I think there's something like a bigger thing going on here. And what I do is very kind of, I heard bewildering. Um and so I just have to let things take its course in its natural development. But anyway, that's what it's saying here. Isn't that wonderful? I like it. I like it. It's good stuff. This is an elevated platform, and I remember, like, as you recall, for my diehards, these are when they said, Tina, you are you have, it's not just like, oh, you have a lot going for you. No, this is like, there's so much embedded in your fate, in your destiny. So much that you're capable of, but you're due for as well. That if you want to have more clarity in those access points, then like a bigger boost to that, you have to think beyond the sandbox here. You have to say goodbye to the normal things like of like getting that YouTube plaque or the blue check mark. Like there's far bigger things in this world than, or in these universes. Like there's so much more out there that you can't hold yourself back and limited to these physical ideations of credibility and wealth or worth. So this is what it's reminding me, of. Like if I have access to basically like the Deathly Hollows, like, all cultures representation of, Death Keepers, that kind of energetic, then there's a lot more. Like the Two of Wands is not just about sizing things up correctly and seeing things eye to eye as far as mediation, like supreme negotiations, because this is a card also of planning, of seeing like beyond one's domain. This is looking at the horizon. This is also the internet. I forget. This is also the internet. Because it's kind of like worldwide, overseas, that kind of energy. So yeah, that's what they're saying here. And you have to see this as a like they're telling me you have to see this as a portal, because if you're stepping out of one side and going to another, that automatically dictates like it embodies the energetic of death. Yeah, because like you're foregoing one place to enter into another. There's some kind of like, and you can always come back, Tina. That's a thing. So it's not ultimate death. This is just being quaint with it. That's funny. Okay. I don't know if that's 100% funny, but bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles for sure. Top of the deck, what time is it? 34 minutes. Eight of Wands, yeah, communication. So this is a huge like a cosmic investment. So yeah, because this person, where is it? Two of Wands, where did I see this? Yeah, so this person looking out overseas, okay. The person looking out overseas. Communication is coming through, like across the seas. So something international here, but it could also be very much like cosmic. You know, okay, this is what reminded me of it. Okay, so there was this, I don't know if you would call it a study, but this observation in, I think they, like a Japanese blossom, apple blossom type of plant, they had it go out into space. I don't know if I'm 100% saying this all accurately in detail or whatever, but they it went out into space. They had it like go out into space, and that when it came back, it when it was, you know, replanted, it it produced like far greater, like it was exponential growth, so many more blossoms, etc. So do you know how crazy that is? Like, that says there's not just talking about the cosmic, like um interjections communicated to me, which was the primary message, but like in full mode, like, you can't miss it, Tina. They can't miss you. You cannot miss it. Um, but uh, what were you saying? Oh, the in and out of those portals and the planning, like all those investments that like domestic valuation of here and there depicts and forebodes. Like, you can consider it actual. It's within your energetics, Tina, those are depicting like huge developments. You know what I mean? Like, that's insanely good. I love it. So this manifestation Monday for me, mana Monday. That's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for now. That's a lot already. Like, I don't like, that's a lot. Okay. So, what are the recommendations for me though? Like, there's these wonderful things that are professed for me. Like, these are things that I should know. I shall know. From here on out, this is it. This is like, I stand correct. This is correct. So knowing that, like, if I'm told all of these things, that should give me like automatic, it's not just about having confidence, but like no doubt in my mind that if I just start something without judging it, regardless of whatever deadlines there are, you just like you have this constant cup of liquid luck, okay? And you're gonna use that to your advantage, Tina. Your advantage is really just living in the moment, just going through it, okay? And not feeling like the inspiration has to come out of trauma. Like, that's what the most important thing is here. That the things that get me moving, somebody doesn't want me to say this, the things, let's go ahead and put a hex on that. Okay. So, the things that are to inspire me don't have to be like reactive in its traumatic agent sense. You know what I mean? It should be done like, because I know this. All of this is fact here. So, like, what have I got to lose? What, somebody's gonna judge me? Somebody's gonna talk shit about whatever I do? Like, they're already doing it. You know what I mean? I yeah, I feel like that's what they want me to fly with, you know? Like, I know that I have what do you call it? Supporters out there that have not made themselves like quite known as well. But they're out there. And And I guess like the scary thing used to be for me is that these people are like, they're very well accomplished. And so what their ideation of success is, like when they see me kind of start something, or like I I guess what I keep hearing is like, oh, is that all that she did? You know, like it's this constant, it's never enough for them. And I'm glad I can say these things without feeling like a sense of crying on the inside, or even like obviously in display. Um, mm, but um, what were you saying with this? Yeah, so like I think there's like some little inkling thing. That's the reason why they want me to like know these things, is that even if, let's say, and that's why it's 100% important to be objective when you're like seeking justice for yourself, like to start something new. And whatever pace it is, um, or how much like foot traffic or how much monetary gain or whatever it is, however you start, um, if someone you should so like admire, um, um, in any degree frown upon, um, what you're doing or what your progress is, um, I don't have to full go like be invested in that. Like I don't have to be like, oh well, you're not going to be part of, I don't need to be invested in any of that. It's just to say, um, to keep my focus in what I'm doing, because it's not for them, it's for me. And it'll be great if I have the support. It will be great if I have the accolades. But don't like depend on that. Like I think what I was going to say is don't count on it. But they want me to say don't depend on it. Um don't let it get you sad or disappointed if anyone has anything ill to say about what you're doing. Because if they should have anything ill to say, it should have been like way back long ago when I was dealing with that shit, you know? Yes. Yes, amen. So I gotta start with these things, okay? Um like, oh my gosh, seriously, for the past week, I have been delaying, like I've been dreading it. Like, do I have to post a reel, like clipping back on the things that like I've made so that I can do this, start with this thing, just like at least get in the practice of like getting out there, you know what I mean? Like, gosh, now I have like about a week left unless I skip to November or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I just thought about it, and I think initially I got like a cringe factor on it, and that shit can get to your head, like the perfectionist thing. Um, but as long as I don't put everyone else up on a pedestal, I'm good. I'm good. Um, yeah, I'll be more true to form in my um experience of experiences of learning. And just yeah, just any effort that I put out there, it's going to be, I would say, a one up and an improvement from where I was before. I have to say it because that's true. hmm It is so much better and so much more of a superior move than having the option of going back to where I was before and being bullied and attacked on a daily basis, multiple times per day. My kids being attacked, and like just all of this. No. How could, no, I have to remember that. I have to remember my experiences. So yeah, just go, Tina, just go. You just go. Okay. So, okay. I have to ask my divine panel, what are their thoughts on that? So, let's ask. Two of Swords. Yeah. Mind your own business. I'm minding mine. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just minding my own business. Nobody shall interrupt. It's kind of like blocking out that noise. Because things are in process. We have that crescent moon there. Yeah. There's a stillness to the waters. As you can see, the reflection is undisturbed. Yeah. That takes a great amount of mental focus. This is kind of like WandaVision, like being able to control the environment, like, shh. That's intense right here. I've never seen the Two of Swords to be so intense as what it's being depicted here as. Okie dokie. All right. So my 3 takeaways are, one is King of Pentacles in reverse. I wonder why. Again, I think it's supremely investing in self. If you want to be massively industrious, you got to really be thinking about yourself. This is being a big player in the game. And I'm talking about like looking at the, you know what? Let me get one more card for that. The clarifier for that. Okay, 2 cards. 2 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Upright. So this is kind of like as above, so below type of energy. I don't know. Wait a second. Okay, so in balancing, like following the Two of Swords suit, balancing that focused realm of thought. In manifestation, we're looking at the 2 kings here. We could say it's like cookie and cup, but we're not going to the shortcut answers. Right here, it's telling me like in looking at the months ahead, like the next month or this month, just looking at them in bigger chunks than the week of closure, we're looking at like in keeping in alignment with that. There's something about looking at like a year in review, because I'm in the middle of like modifying, I think July 8th, I think so, July 8th of this year, that video. And there was something about, I just got finished with that part of it about a year in review. Maybe I advanced a little further on the timestamps, but that was just done today, the year in review. So the pentacle energy depicts year, okay? So look at this past year and to balance out in manifesting, like what you can basically do. Like there's something about being intuitively told about what can fall into place within the month. Like, what is that? It's kind of like a recent benchmarker, like to plan for the month. And there's no failing here is what they're saying, because like this is 2 of Pentacles and upright. It's shish kebab energy up against the following the suit of the 2 of Swords. So like you're covered, Tina. Like this is balancing. This is not juggling. And so in taking action, this is the way to go. Like, yeah, that's the way to go. So okay, that's my first takeaway. My second takeaway, thank you, my divine panel, is the Strength card in reverse. So yeah, there's no failing at this really. Even if there may be possible setbacks or hiccups or whatever, this is not a pissing contest, is what they're telling me. This is And this is not meant to like thicken my skin. That's not what this is about. This is about developing your strength, you know? Yeah, and getting out there, because this is, you know, the Lion card, Leo, which is my North Node. So I think it's eliminating like all realms of stage fright upon presentation. Yeah. Because if you have like any strong placements in Virgo, like I do, and it only takes one, it can tend to dominate the concept of what's suitable, like what's okay, like are we good here? So yeah. Something about like, this is a gun show, not a smoke show. Something like, you don't have to be trigger happy on every single thing, like the points that you want to hit, Tina. The fact is you got the weaponry, you've got the goods. This is a gun show, not a smoke show. Yeah, definitely, that's what they're saying. Okay, it says my second takeaway. My third takeaway is, oh, it's a lover's card. Okay, well, it's self-actualization for sure. But this lover's card is like a very romantic thing. I mean, it is. It is. This is new though. You know, it's funny. Can I share this? I think I can. I feel like I can. Can I share it? Let me try. Temperance, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. I can share. I got 2 angels here. Like nobody's gonna fuck with that. They nope, they're not. Okay, so for the first time, like even okay, how do I say this? Way back when I was in 8th grade, even maybe 7th grade, magazines were a thing. Boy bands were a thing. And I wasn't into like all of that. Like seriously, I wasn't like, we would play MASH, Crazy 8. You know, like when it was that's how innocent it was. And so I remember during like our free time in class, the girls would say like, who do you like from New Kids on the Block or something like that, you know? Like I'm like, I don't know. Do you like, I don't know, is there somebody named Joey? I don't know. But like, do you like blah, blah, blah? Do you like, I'm like, I don't know who they are. I mean, like, I know who the band is, but I don't know each singular member, like, let alone, like, by name, by face. No, I don't. By quantity of people in the group, I don't even, I'm not sure if I even know that. So they would go around this magazine and, like, they would show me, like, okay, let me school you. And so, like, when they showed me, like, I still didn't know. I don't freaking know. I don't know. So why am I telling you this? Holy smokes. Oh, okay. So in its juvenile sense, you know, I think it's normal for people to crush over like celebrities, etc., or whatever. And even more so now that like technology is like boosh, like bleh, all over your face. It's more of a reality throughout the ages. However, I've never ever been like that until I started doing this like divination work stuff. And so now like so I've just started to kind of see that, like, I don't know, like I wonder like, oh, how would it be like to date a certain person or like hang out with a certain, you know, person or whatever. And I never got that until I think this past year or two, maybe this past year. And so I don't know, like, I've gone through like several like iterations of it, and I realized like, oh, I'm at that point where like, oh, nobody's ever going to really like want me at that level unless I'm at that level, because it's that aesthetic, it's that shallow. Nobody's ever going to want me on that level, even to get to know me like at all, because they're too worried about what other people may think. And so like that only started happening after I got over the thoughts of like, oh, maybe they don't want me to know everything. Like, because when I'm in someone's life, it like I tend to know things that I should not know or that are not told, or like just to protect me. I don't know. That's what my guides do. That's what, even like as a proper intro, the spirit guides of whoever that individual is, like, full disclosure, let me tell you something. And it's like I'm not searching these things out, and I'm just told for, for good cause, good measure. So once I got over that hurdle of like, oh, that everybody's like trying to hide something, it became more of like an ego thing. Like, oh, they don't, I guess I would not even have to consider that, because people are so fixated once they attain this certain position about maintaining that portion. So I don't know why did I tell you these things? Holy crap. That's I guess it's because like when I do certain things like this, it's more of like an artistic thing for me. So naturally, anybody that works in an artistic capacity understands these like certain frequencies, okay, of life. And so they would naturally be more inclined to understand me, rather than like, I guess a normal 9 to 5er type of, that kind of thing. So anyway, that's I don't know, I gotta tell you. So I don't think it's 100%, like, I am over that stage of like, oh, I must not be good enough, or there must be so much competition. Oh, I gotta lose so much belly fat. I gotta blah, blah, blah. No. I think, I think, I believe in myself, um, to kind of stomp on that, just because of like, going that way on it. So anyway, I don't know why did I tell you these things. I don't know. Oh God. Okay. All right. So what are what's your feedback on that, my divine panel? Let's get 2. Yeah. Let's get 2. Okay. Oh, the star card. I'm not gonna speak too soon on that, because obviously like we're talking about that, and then the like that would. So 7 of Cups. No, they're saying you're one of them, Tina. You're in that league. You are one of them, okay? You have many, many options, just as they do, okay? But it's not about the competition, that I would be in competition with somebody else, because I hold my own, obviously, right over here. It's about understanding that I have a lot of options, okay? Not just like, oh, who to be with. No, there's many options that I have going for me in life. A lot of dreams to be determined. or to be announced. So the Lover's card, that something, this is more about self-actualization than linking up with someone. But like sometimes these things go hand in hand, you know what I mean? So let me see here. I don't know. Temperance is 14. Lover's card is 6. So that points back to 20 again. Back to the High Priestess and the Fool's card being like 20. So we start and finish with 20, which is Judgment, which is karma. So it's something that's very much due for me. Something that is manifesting. And that's... that covers all basic like ecosystems, micro and macro. And the star is much more expansive because it's seen in for its light. So let me see here. I think things are rolling out accordingly. Like there's no stressing or pushing this and that. I just felt like I needed to get that. I just needed to say it. I don't know. There's something else. I mean, I haven't completely shut that off, but it was more of like that, like dying light, that dying ember. Like, okay, so I guess maybe not. And it didn't like crush my dreams. Like, it wasn't like my ultimate dream to like to be with a celebrity or anything. But it was just more like, I think they get me more than, you know, people who are not within the practicing like creative capacity. But it feels like more distant. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying it feels more distant because of those other factors. Like, I've never I'm not going to talk about too much of my personal stuff, but like I don't. But these are very protected relationships. If they're extroverted here, I mean, what do you call it? Paired up, the Lover's card and the Temperance card, that's 20 with angels in both arenas, built into both. Like, in every deck, basically every single deck, starting with the primary Rider-Waite Tarot illustrators, those creators of the tarot, the most commonly known that we're taught from, that there's always an angel in each one, like an upright angel. That means this is very protected. And like, whether it's like together time or alone time, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's what they're saying. All right. I don't know. There's something else. I don't know. There's something else that 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so it's coming. Like the judgment, karma, all of that is coming. Like, rest assured, just there's a lot of things to, move forward. And with those slight changes that I made, domestically speaking, that changed up the pattern. That was good in itself. Those like little discoveries, like it would be a bit of a different context, let me tell you, if I made those different patterning changes while getting to know somebody of that stature. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being more isolated in your own experiences, that like those shifts, that it's kind of like the freaking Rubik's Cube, that lead up to that surface alignment, in another realm. Like, it's just like one thing leads to another. That's what they're saying. So just I don't feel like the good thing about this is that I don't feel so antsy about it anymore. I don't feel so antsy about like, okay, well, You know, who's it going to be or whatever. In fact, like, I flick off those energetics, those readers that are trying to like dig into my business, you know? Yeah. I think that's it for now. Anyway, yeah, it's 65. Oh, I thought I was far more than that. Boy, okay. Thanks so much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. I truly appreciate it. Blessings. Bye. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, my energy, essence, gifts, strength. From those that cast, call upon, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, and or entities to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings and blessings, refortification in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no bother, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay, where is my stuff? Okay, I will use this. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading.